All right, we're going to talk about Zoom. Zoom will be our synchronous online communication with our students and, well, anybody else we need to talk to live if we're not doing the phone. So if you want to share your whiteboard or make a recording and have a interaction with your kids live, do a presentation, a group work type thing where everybody's on camera, we can do that using Zoom. We'll show you those features and functions in the next video. Right now, all I want to talk to you about is how to get Zoom set up. And I'm going to make this as quick as I can so I'm not wasting a bunch of your time doing this. I'm going to give you one tip. Log into your Gmail account. Be logged into your Gmail account the first time you set this up so that it sets up the account for you. It makes it a whole lot easier to do this. You're not typing in a bunch of data. So log into your email. I'm in my email right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to zoom.us. If you do zoom.com, it doesn't matter. It'll still take you here. And when you arrive on the Zoom page, you'll see a bunch of buttons that say sign up it's free and sign up it's free and sign in and all this stuff. Don't do that. Go to plans and pricing. And when you land on this page, first off, you'll see how expensive Zoom is if you want to pay for it. But the free account right here is the one we want to look at. This 40-minute limitation, well, your meeting, if it's 40 minutes long, it's too long anyway. But they've waived that. You can now go longer. They're being cool to us because of all the things that are going on in the world. So right now I'm just going to click sign up. It's free. And the reason we went this way instead of one of those other buttons is you get this button. Sign up with Google. And because I'm logged into my Gmail account, boom, here I am in my account. It's telling me the 40-minute time limit is waived for schools. That's awesome. We're going to go ahead and set up a meeting. We're going to schedule a meeting. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to show you how to configure it. I'm going to call this meeting if I can spell programming, I'm going to call it Programming D because I already have that in there. But if I type that, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and schedule it for the 18th. My class meets on the 18th, and it meets at 12:35. Well, we'll do 12:30. Why not? We'll launch it a little early, and it's PM. And here's some other things you want to make sure of. You're on Eastern Time. We're going to leave all this alone. If a kid needs to call in for audio, they can if they're having audio problems. When they launch the meeting, it's probably going to ask them, do you want to enable your microphone? That could be a big headache. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it as both in case they have to call in to hear what's going on. And the one thing you want to do, if you don't mind sucking up some memory on your computer, you click this. And if a kid doesn't show up for the meeting, then it will record all the other interactions from everybody else so they can go back and review your lesson or whatever it is you're doing. You hit save, and boom, you have your meeting scheduled on that date. Now, here's where you can add it to your calendar. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. I've already done this. It's going to ask you, can we access your calendar? How do we do this? Blah, blah, blah. You can just go ahead and fire it up. It'll go to your calendar once you've done that once and you've clicked all those boxes saying that it can access your calendar. And it will create an invite to put on your calendar. And this is where you can add all your students, to invite them as guests. And when they get the invite, it's going to go ahead and it's going to give them this link, and that's what they'll click on to get to your meeting. If you don't want to go that route, if you want to post it in MyMV, you can copy the invitation. So you go here, you copy all this stuff, then you just send it in an email, or you put it as an assignment in MyMV, and they'll have this information, and again, they'll have that link to click on to go to the Zoom meeting. You just need to make sure that that's a clickable link when you put it in MyMV. So that's a bunch of ways to invite them to your class. It's not difficult. If you've, again, set it in a hiring committee or an HLC class, you know how this works. If not, a couple of tries, try it out. Don't expect it to be awesome the first time. Expect it to be awesome by the fourth time. And then you'll be able to troubleshoot problems or anything like that. You're welcome to invite me to your meetings, and maybe I can help live and in color while you're doing your thing. But either way, that's how you can do your Google or your Zoom meetings. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel on this. So thanks.